be very brief here. We're all here for the same reason, right? We all don't believe the official narrative is someone that used to work for the federal government and understands how investigations work. This, the official narrative has created more questions than answers. And again, it's kudos to you for going out there and trying to find those answers. And I think it's very important that people understand that when you're doing investigations, you're going to go down many different roads, right? You're going to talk to bad informants that might have ulterior motives. You're going to talk to people that are going to give you misleading information. You're going to do a records check here, and it might lead you somewhere that was completely not relevant to what's going on. Like, the thing that sucks here is that you're doing this investigation with millions of people watching you, and they're going to, try to say, oh, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. The benefit, right, of being a criminal investigator a lot of the times is we work in the shadows, we do our investigation, we go down many different holes, then we come down with an indictment and arrest warrant after we connect everything. Unfortunately, right, for you, Candace, you have a bunch of critics that want to sit there and say, well, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right.
Unfortunately, Candace is not a federal investigator. An impersonation is a felony. It is a crime. She's not a federal investigator. Period. She's not a federal investigator. Y'all, Candace starting to get that twitch. Y'all see her rocking back and forth. Boy, that high is wearing off.
I think he's done a great job of, trying to find the truth, and people are going to criticize and talk shit, and I think we're all here for the same reasons. The official narrative doesn't add up.
She's not a federal investigator.
And that's why people are doing their own independent investigation. The federal government's failed with being transparent with the people, and the people don't trust the government anymore. This is really an L for the G. So keep doing what you're doing. I know people are going to hate, and I think your heart's in the right place, and you're really trying to find answers here. And yeah, there's going to be, roads that sometimes don't lead where it's supposed to go, or roads that may be questionable, but I think talking to everybody and trying to get the full picture and being transparent about it is the way to go. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's hard. I mean, we have a really small team. I think people forget, there's 4 of us, and it's so much work, and we're investigating every lead. And there have been so many that have led nowhere, by the way. I mean, you can imagine you're getting 50,000 emails, and
because you're not an investigator,
just want to write hate stuff. Some people are giving you tips, and we're building those pictures in the backgrounds. We have so many leads that are still being worked on from
Candace, God dog it. 18 USC 913. Impersonating federal investigators is a crime. Impersonating federal investigators is indeed a crime under 18 USC 913. That's federal law, Candace. We understand, since you're an alien and you're American ignorant, which equals stupid, then here's a federal law, 18 United States Code 913. This law prohibits individuals from falsely claiming to be federal officers or employees while asserting authority over another person, meaning no one owes you a damn alibi. You're not an investigator. They don't owe you shit. You're impersonating. It's a felony. It's a crime. You're violating federal law, and you're harassing people under the guise of being this federal investigator. You're demanding alibis under the premise of being a federal investigator. It's called impersonation. To the dumbass cult members, get this back to your cult leader. Tweet this law out. Put it on Twitter X. And if she's mastered English enough to be able to read it, tell her to read it. People can also sue her for this. They can sue her for harassment with the intent to harass while impersonating a federal investigator. That is an actual complaint that she could be sued for, a federal lawsuit at that, because now you're violating federal laws. These morons just said, as part of a federal investigator, like she's a federal investigator. You can't make this up. And now we're investigating. So you're admitting that you're impersonating a federal investigator. I don't know who that Myron person is, but it's mighty dumb to sit here and talk about somebody being a federal investigator, and she's not. She's not licensed or certified to be one. She's not an officer of the court. She's nobody. So what should happen is they should investigate her for this, and if they want to sue her, Erica Kirk, TPUSA, Brian Harpool, they can sue her with a federal lawsuit. And let me tell you something. Federal judges don't play that BS. This is not a joke. This is not a game. You want to sit here and ignore our laws in the United States of America, Candace? You can fly your alien ass up out of here. But as long as you're walking on U.S. soil and you want to claim to be a U.S. citizen, these are our U.S. laws you got to abide by. You're not above the rule of law. This idiot is sitting here co-signing her, impersonating being a federal investigator. He's co-signing off on this. This law applies to various deceptive acts, from wearing a fake badge to issuing orders, demanding alibis. The penalties for impersonating a federal officer can include imprisonment for up to 3 years and a criminal fine of up to $1,000. It is important to note that the law does not require the impersonator to receive a tangible benefit. The mere act, here it is, of asserting false authority is enough to trigger liability. The mere act of asserting this false authority by harassing people, demanding alibis, is enough to trigger liability. Candace, not only could you be charged criminally, you can also be hit with a federal lawsuit. Still a civil matter, but it will be a federal lawsuit because you're violating a federal law. The fact that you're merely asserting yourself to be a federal investigator, harassment, cyber stalking, cyberbullying, demanding alibis, it's a part of that assertion of this false authority. Because who the hell owes a dumb blogger an alibi? No one. Here you go right here, Erica Kirk. File a federal lawsuit on her. And this is what you can cite. Keep asking me for a damn alibi, heifer. Like, that's all she has to say. Ask me one more time for an alibi. I dare you. Now you have a federal law in place that you can utilize to file a federal lawsuit against her. I keep saying this over and over again about her impersonating an investigator. It is a crime. Candace is not above the law. No one gives a damn what she wants. She's playing a stupid game and she's about to win a stupid prize. This is so crazy. There's the resource here for you all to do some further reading. But Candace, you got it coming. Because I don't mind tagging Erica Kirk to my videos. I do that anyway. I don't even mind tweeting this to her. You're impersonating a federal investigator. And you got these morons, these simps, and these wimps that's sitting here acting like they all high on meth and crack, co-signing off on this bullshit, demanding alibis. But then they want to block people the moment someone throws a law their way to say, keep on if you want to. I will name your ass in a lawsuit. Because this is the one thing that scares Candace Owens. And now you can make it a federal lawsuit. Step it up. TPUSA needs to stop playing games with her. Stop effing around with this. Sue her ass and be done with it. This shit is outrageous. No one owes Candace Owens a damn thing. That's it. And if she wants to continue to harass people, she should pay the price for it. Especially when you're sitting here talking about, I'm investigating. Oh, federal investigators do this and they do that. She's neither of those things. You don't just have random people demanding alibis from somebody. Get the fuck out of here. You can't make this stuff up. So this idiot is co-signing off on her, pretending to be a federal investigator, because reason.